Bomb news just dropped in the NFL universe, and it's sending shockwaves through Cowboys fans and the entire football world alike. The Dallas Cowboys, one of the most storied franchises in the NFL, have just made an earth-shattering move that no one saw coming. The team has officially cut one of their biggest stars, a player who has been a key part of their identity, on-field success, and fan base for years. This isn't just a routine roster move or a minor shakeup. This is a seismic decision that's reshaping the team's future and rocking the NFL to its core. And at the center of this decision is Stephen Jones, the executive vice president of the Cowboys, and a man known for his bold, calculated, and sometimes controversial roster management. This decision has everyone asking, why now? What does this mean for the Cowboys? And how will the rest of the NFL react? Stephen Jones, the son of legendary Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, is no stranger to making tough calls. He's been running the day-to-day football operations for years, and under his watch, the Cowboys have made some of the biggest trades, signings, and roster cuts in recent NFL history. His approach has always been aggressive but thoughtful, often balancing the team's salary cap needs with a desire to build a championship caliber squad. So, when news broke that Stephen Jones pulled the trigger on cutting a star player, a player who not only has been a fan favorite, but also a key contributor on the field, it immediately raised the eyebrows across the NFL landscape. For context, this isn't just any player. This is someone who has delivered impressive stats, been a leader in the locker room, and shaped the team's identity over multiple seasons. Cutting such a player mid-season or right before a critical phase of the NFL schedule is almost unheard of, making this move even more explosive. The official reasons for the cut, as always with the Cowboys, are a mix of strategic roster management and salary cap considerations. The NFL salary cap is a strict, unyielding force that every team has to navigate with precision. When a team wants to bring in new talent, sign extensions, or create room for free agents, sometimes that means making painful cuts to beloved players. But in this case, it seems there may be more to the story. Performance issues, injuries, off-field distractions, or perhaps it's all part of a larger plan to reshape the team's roster with younger, faster, and more dynamic players. Whatever the true motivation, this decision is sending ripples far beyond the Cowboys' locker room. Fans reacted almost immediately on social media, with emotions running the gamut from disbelief and anger to cautious optimism. Many die-hard Cowboy supporters took to Twitter and Instagram expressing heartbreak over losing a player they cheered for. Season after season, memes, passionate rants, and heartfelt messages poured in, with some fans questioning Stephen Jones' judgment and others supporting the move as a bold step toward a new era. Analysts and former NFL players weighed in too, breaking down the implications of this cut from all angles. Some praised the decision as forward-thinking, recognizing that sometimes franchises have to make difficult choices to stay competitive in the long term. Others criticized it, calling it a knee-jerk reaction that could damage team morale and fan loyalty. Looking deeper into the player's history with the Cowboys, it's clear this cut marks the end of an era. Over the years, this player accumulated significant stats and highlights, game-winning plays, memorable catches, dominant defensive performances, leadership in the locker room, making him an integral part of the Cowboys' identity. His presence on the field often meant the difference between winning and losing close games, and his departure leaves a hole that won't be easy to fill. It's worth reflecting on what this player meant not just to the Cowboys, but to the NFL as a whole. He was a household name, frequently mentioned in MVP discussions, and a player other teams had to game plan specifically to contain. So, cutting a player of this caliber is a massive gamble and indicates a major shift in the team's philosophy. This move also invites us to look at Stephen Jones's leadership style and decision-making process. Unlike his father, Jerry Jones, who is often seen on the sidelines coaching and getting involved in media antics, Stephen operates more behind the scenes. His strength lies in numbers, cap management, and long-term strategy. He's known for taking calculated risks, sometimes offloading star players before their contracts balloon too large or their performance declines. However, even by his standards, this cut feels like a bombshell because it was unexpected and made under circumstances where many thought the Cowboys were gearing up for a championship push rather than a teardown. Could this be signaling the beginning of a rebuild, or is it just a strategic reset designed to free up space for a big acquisition? History shows that big name cuts like this can go either way. On one hand, cutting a star player can free up millions in salary cap space, allowing a team to sign multiple high-impact free agents or extend the contracts of emerging young talents. It also sends a message to the locker room that no one's place is guaranteed, which can motivate other players to step up their game. On the other hand, it risks alienating fans and disrupting team chemistry. There's also the immediate impact on the team's performance. Like, losing a cornerstone player creates a gap that may not be easy to fill mid-season, potentially leading to struggles on the field. The Cowboys now face the challenge of balancing these risks and rewards, and Stephen Jones's management will be under a microscope as the season progresses. As for the NFL community at large, reactions have been equally intense. Rival teams are watching closely, likely adjusting their scouting and game plans to exploit the Cowboys' roster shakeup. Analysts on ESPN, NFL Network, and various sports podcasts have spent hours debating the move, weighing the pros and cons, and speculating on what it means for the Cowboys' chances this year. Former players, coaches, and insiders have also chimed in, with some suggesting this could be a turning point for Dallas, either toward a new dynasty or a painful rebuilding process. The NFL world loves drama, and this story has all the elements. A beloved star cut, a powerful executive making a bold move, and a team with a passionate fan base waiting for answers. The timing of this cut adds another layer to the story. NFL seasons are grueling, and teams rarely make drastic changes without a strategic reason. Whether it's about clearing roster spots for incoming rookies, creating salary cap flexibility for the trade deadline, or sending a message to the team about performance standards, timing is everything. Cutting a star player at this moment can either disrupt the team's rhythm or serve as a catalyst for renewed focus and urgency. The next few games will be crucial for the Cowboys to prove whether this bold move pays off. Looking ahead, there's intense speculation about what the Cowboys will do next. Will they pursue a major free agent signing now that they have cap space? Are they planning to give more snaps to younger players who have been waiting in the wings, or could a blockbuster trade be on the horizon, leveraging the new cap space to upgrade the roster in key areas? Fans and analysts alike are monitoring every rumor and insider report, knowing that Stephen Jones rarely makes a move without a bigger plan in place. The Cowboys front office is playing a high-stakes chess game, and every piece they move has consequences that will be felt for years. Moreover, this decision might also impact the morale and culture within the Cowboys organization. Players are watching closely, understanding that the team's leadership is willing to make tough calls. This could spark a more competitive atmosphere, pushing everyone to elevate their performance. Conversely, it could create uncertainty and tension if players begin to worry about job security or question the team's direction. Coaches will have a critical role in managing this transition, maintaining focus, and integrating new or younger players into the system. We also have to remember that this isn't the first time the NFL has seen shocking cuts of star players. Over the decades, many teams have released or traded away marquee names, sometimes to great success and sometimes to disastrous results. The Patriots, for example, have famously made ruthless roster decisions that helped them stay on top for years. Other teams have struggled to recover from losing their stars prematurely. The Cowboys are now joining this long list of teams making bold moves in hopes of securing a better future. Only time will reveal whether this cut will be remembered as a stroke of genius or a costly error. So, what do you think about this unprecedented cut? Was it the right call or a mistake that could haunt the Cowboys for years? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm dying to hear your hot takes. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe for the latest NFL news and analysis, and share this with your friends who live and breathe football. The NFL is full of surprises, and when a giant like the Cowboys makes moves like this, it's always a wild ride. Thanks for watching.